Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Labs News. We're officially less than a week away from one of the most important events of the year, not just for crypto, but for traditional finance too. And despite the recent pullback in the markets, I'm here to tell you, this is not the time to panic. In fact, it may be the final calm before a massive rally. Market pullback? Just a reset. Let's start with the correction we just experienced. Some altcoins dropped between 10% to 15%, which might feel dramatic. But if you've been through previous bull cycles like 2021, you know this is par for the course. Back then, alts dropped 30%, 40%, even 50%, only to go on and smash all-time highs. What we're seeing now is mild in comparison. Bitcoin and Ethereum barely moved. Ethereum was down maybe 3% to 5%. Yes, altcoins like XRP saw sharper drops. But this isn't a crash. It's a necessary shakeout, a liquidity sweep that sets us up for the next move higher. Alt season phase 2 has begun. Here's where things get interesting. We're already seeing signs that we've entered phase 2 of alt season. Bitcoin dominance is starting to fade, and altcoins are beginning to follow Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. A huge shift that signals what's coming next. XRP, HBR, XLM, and others took hits, but nothing unusual. Many are still up over 50% in the past month. These minor corrections are helping reset the fear and greed index, which has now dropped from 70 to 67. We might need a bit more cooling off, but nothing points to a major drawdown ahead. Big picture, resistance before breakout. Most altcoins hit key higher timeframe resistance, then bounced into a range near support. This is classic pre-breakout behavior. What we're seeing now could very well be the last major dip before we rip through those resistance levels that I've been saying it since April. July is when the market wakes up. That prediction has played out. Now as we move into August, I expect a slower month, maybe a bit of consolidation, but come September through December, things could go parabolic. Why the macro setup is bullish? Let's zoom out. The S&P 500 just hit a record high, climbing past 6,350. Up 31% since April. This is one of the strongest three-month stock rallies in history. And if we compare it to 2020's V-shaped recovery, we're on a very similar trajectory. That move led to a 120% rally, and even a partial repeat of that puts us near 7,500 on the S&P. This surge is being powered by one major factor: a weakening dollar. DXY weakness equals risk on the dollar index. DXY is extremely weak right now. Investors aren't holding cash. They're moving into risk assets, crypto, stocks, gold, silver. Why? Because everyone's anticipating rate cuts. The M2 money supply is also expanding fast. The last two times we saw this, massive Bitcoin rallies followed. We're already seeing capital flow into crypto. The system is primed for a blow-off top. FOMC meeting. Countdown begins. We're officially 1 week away from the next FOMC meeting. And while a July rate cut is unlikely, only a 2.6% chance, all eyes are on September, October, and December. Right now, the odds of cuts in those months are rising rapidly. Goldman Sachs and other major analysts are expecting 3 cuts before the end of the year. Whether those cuts are 25 BPS or 50 BPS doesn't matter as much. What matters is that liquidity will flood the system again. And that's historically been rocket fuel for Bitcoin and altcoins. Risk appetite is back. We're also seeing risk appetite surge. Call options now make up 68% of total market volume, the highest since the meme stock frenzy of 2021. Speculation is back, and it's spreading fast. From stocks to crypto, everything is lining up. The dollar is weak. M2 supply is surging. Risk appetite is soaring, and rate cuts are likely coming this fall. This is the kind of macro environment where we see massive upside in crypto. Crypto strategy moving forward. August might be quiet, but that's our chance to position ourselves. Once we move into September through December, I expect the entire market, especially altcoins, to go wild. While everyone's worried about a minor correction, smart investors are zooming out, loading up, and getting ready for what could be the most explosive phase of this cycle. That's it for today's update from Crypto Labs News. If you found value in this breakdown, drop a like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Join our free Discord and follow us on Twitter, both linked in the description. Stay sharp, stay patient, and get ready. This is Crypto Labs News. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.